Hi, I'm Karen Gomar and a family law attorney in the Dallas Metroplex. And I wanted to talk today about the differences between family law in the United States and family law in Mexico and many Central and South American countries. Because we have a lot of clients that come in and don't know that there are differences. So, in the US, the most important thing to know is that when it comes to property, anything that a couple gets after they get married is considered community property. Doesn't matter whose name is on it, doesn't matter whose money went into buying it, it's all community property. That includes the house, vehicles, bank accounts, personal property, any gifts that were given after a marriage. So everything is community property and everybody has a 50-50 share in it. What that also means is that in the US, there's no such thing as abandonment of the house or abandonment of the family if one person moves out of the home during a separation or a divorce proceeding. Just because you move out does not mean you lose rights to any of your property, or if you have children, any rights to see your kids. So let's talk about the kids. In Texas, specifically, there's what we call a standard possession order. And what that means is that custody is usually split 50-50. If not specifically in time, let's just say in decision-making powers and in rights to the children. So, even if one person is living with the child more often, that doesn't mean that the other person doesn't get to have a say in how that child is educated, where that child gets medical care from, or even what happens if the child earns money or as they get older maybe wants to join the military or get married. The parents still have an equal say in making decisions about the child. The other thing that will happen is that child support will be given. The person who lives less with the child will be the one who pays money, usually. So the person living with the child will be considered the managing conservator, and the other one would be considered a possessory conservator. And what that means is one is paying child support to the other. Child support in Texas only continues until the child is 18 or has graduated from high school, whichever comes last. And the only other way child support can extend is if the child is disabled, or if somebody hasn't been paying child support, their arrears, and that means the unpaid portion of child support, keep adding up and they can be paid after the child hits 18. Those unpaid portions of child support don't go away. The other expenses to consider when getting divorced are that somebody will be providing medical coverage for the child, and the other person will be having to pay a 50% of uncovered medical costs. And in Texas, we have spousal support, not alimony. What that means is you may be able to get money, say if you stayed home to raise a child or are disabled and unable to work for a certain period of time, but it won't be for your entire rest of your life. It would be for maximum of 5 years, and that would depend on how long you've been married and what circumstances there are in the divorce and why you cannot work or why you might need a little extra above child support. So those are just a few of the differences between the US and what happens in Mexico or South of the border that you should be aware of in Texas. If you have any further questions, contact a local family law attorney and they'd be very willing to help.